Hi, I'm Leanna.
And I'm Fallon.
And we are the Tangled Thread.
Oh my god, I can use some of my trauma bowl ideas for my truth. I started some of them. I had 2 dentists that ended up being pedophiles. I was never touched.
Okay. Round of applause. I'm so mad I never got mine down.
I was kidnapped by my uncle. It's on here.
So we're probably gonna have to edit a lot out because I'm gonna have to think a lot.
Are we doing the 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah, we're gonna do the 2 truths and a lie.
It's gonna be hard to think of stuff that you don't know the answer to.
I know. Maybe we'll only do one. Because multiple one is gonna be hard already for me. Okay. 2 truths and a lie. I don't know, dude. This is so hard for like sisters because
Right, because I'm like really thinking, because I'm trying to think of stuff that you wouldn't know.
we literally we've been hanging out every Thursday for like, I don't know, when did we even start that? That was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And we talk literally for like 3 hours just about literally everything.
Right. And we literally talk at least once a day, like every day via text too.
Right.
So it's not like we're not in the loop of each other's lives. But I think like if you, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I could maybe pull some like random shit out from like childhood that maybe we don't have like overlapping knowledge of.
I met you when I was like 5 or 6, so
It's been a while.
Damn, like all my stuff that I keep thinking about is dark as fuck.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay like happy too, and it's just
it's hard.
I want to see his darkness.
Well, like when you grow up in like that certain like, I mean, there's only a few good times that I can think about, and it's like the same shit. Camp. Like we didn't do nothing else. Camp and Zoom Flume.
I've never been there.
I didn't go to Zoom Flume with you guys.
I know,
and I hated camp because it was Barb.
Yeah.
Although there was a handful of times where camp was fun, and it was when we were all like, it was like, I don't know, everybody was just in a good place that summer because it was when. So Tony were there and like together and somewhat stable, and they had their kids there at the time, and we were spending like every weekend up at camp, and like we would all sleep there.
Oh yeah, I remember
and so
that.
it was like the late night fires and sitting out there like telling stories, and then we'd wake up early and like I'd have like coffee with grandma around like the fire and
good old times.
Right, and I'm like when everyone got along and being a bitch.
She did not age well.
No.
Just told you.
No, like she definitely got meaner with age.
Yeah.
Because like I mean she was still ruthless back in the day, like
I think she
tried, at least.
Yeah, with a lot of people she got meaner, but with like me, she got nicer.
Right.
Like she was really mean to me back in
she was fucking awful to you when you were a kid. I think that was a lot of my beef with her when I was a kid.
That was a lot of people's beef with her.
Because I was like, fuck you, she's a little girl.
I did nothing wrong to her.
Right.
Like it's not for, and I was thinking about it and I was like, maybe it's because my middle name is like from the laws.
It's just because she's got issues. Yeah. And I don't think it had anything to do with you. I think it really was the fact that like if I wasn't a baby when you guys came back to New York and like were so deeply involved in life, it would have been the same way for both of you.
Right.
It was the fact that you had an attachment to your mother, so you didn't like cling to grandma. And then dad was sick. Right. But like so had that like level of control over you.
Yeah. And then she did not like that.
Right. And then she didn't even like when my mom came into the picture, and then like you and Kate spend nights like home instead of at her trailer because we were like a somewhat normal family for a second. And
good old days.
Yeah. And then that went to fucking hell in a handbasket. Meanwhile, in hindsight, I'm like, nobody. There's just shit was happening in the,
Right.
like, more secretively.
Yeah. Good old days.
Yeah, that was literally when I stole my car and Mom and Dad lied to me about it for like a solid week.
Bruh.
I'm like,
I can't even tell you how many things he
know my
stole
car
from
is
me.
gone.
My brat TV, my laptop, Dad's TV.
Brat TV.
Bro,
Yeah.
you're telling me.
Do you remember when Mom and Dad were in the city for one of Dad's surgeries? Uncle just gotten out of prison. So it was like fresh out of prison. So he came to the house like fucking ripped and huge and just was like, hey, Felly, gave me like a hug and shit. And he's like, so I talked to Dad and he said I can come get some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, he did? Like knowing Dad's literally in surgery. And he's like, yeah. So he like pushed past me, came in the house, and fucking loaded up a cardboard box with PlayStations, our surround sound, literally anything he could put in the box, he put in the box, and like gave me another like side hug, and was like, all right, bye. And I'm there babysitting you guys, and I'm like, don't make them mad, don't make them mad, don't make them mad, just give them what I want.
That's so Yay! Family!
Good stories.
That's actually crazy because I like literally remember that like vividly.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys were there, and like at that point, you weren't that young anymore.
Right.
And I remember just being like so nervous, and I was like, I just am not gonna argue with him. And then I called, and I was like, Uncle Tony just came and took a bunch of our shit. And she's like, you didn't try and stop him, did you? And I was like, of course not. He's like fucking 3 of me.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man, terrible.
Did you guys go to the Great Escape with us when took us?
I don't remember. Probably not.
I thought we all went for some reason.
I don't remember.
At the
Maybe.
very least, I think you and went. Stayed home because she was little.
Right. Maybe. I just don't remember it if it did happen.
Right. Well, because, like, believe it or not, when Chris lived there, that was another point where we were all, like, doing things as a family. We went up to, like, the Saratoga Fair and shit.
Yeah, I remember him. He was fun. I was like, he did the thing, the inside out thing with his eyelids. And it was scary, but, like, fun. And I can't remember what he was doing. I think throwing us onto the couch or something.
Probably.
Yeah, that's a core memory of mine.
Yeah,
and then he died.
A lot of fun.
That's another core memory of mine.
Yeah.
He died.
On our front porch.
And Mom woke me up and was like, Fallon, you gotta get the kids. Chris is dead.
Mind you, our dad's name is Chris
And
as well.
yeah, Dad's name is Chris. So I don't know why in my brain I was like, why is she calling him Chris? But I thought she meant my dad. So I immediately started crying. I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, you need to get the kids out of the house. So then I had to like go and get you guys out of your room and bring you out the back door. You're like, why are we going out this way? I don't even remember what I told you. I'm like, it's fun. Don't ask questions.
I remember trying to like look.
And don't look at the ambulance and the police that are here.
No, I was like looking. I was like, what is going on? Because I knew something was wrong. And yeah.
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
And I saw him.
Yeah. Did you write more stuff?
I'm trying. Well, this isn't the trauma thing, but I'm trying to come up with the truth is a lie.
Damn. Okay. Well, then I guess you'll have to go first, because...
It's harder for me to lie. I don't know why.
I know. Because, like, you gotta think of something that's
That,
like,
like,
realistic.
you're not going to be able to confirm.
Right. Shady has the whole fucking pot of mac and cheese in his hand right now.
I love that.
I'm a happy
Is that how she gave it to you?
Yes.
She's ridiculous.
Has a compilation of really unflattering pictures of me on her phone because she just takes pictures of me in the worst possible times. And there is an alarming amount of pictures of me eating pasta, just like that. In one shot my big like Dutch oven
No.
thing, and I'm sitting on the couch eating spaghetti, and
What?
she's got the clip of me like
That's
putting the
kind of
spaghetti
funny.
up to my mouth. She's like, "Oh yeah, just wait until you die. These are all going on the board."
That's messed up.
It's like you're so fucked up. I definitely passed on my sense of humor to that child.
Facts. Shady, nobody wants to hear your smacking back there. He's like,
This is what's I'm hungry.
I was supposed to be named Jackie. I was once bit by an emu.
an emu?
An
What
emu.
is an emu?
And my first car was bought at state auction.
These are hard. I feel like the state auction one is true. I don't know. Oh no. What is an emu? What is an emu? Can I ask that?
Sure. It's a large bird. It's like an ostrich, but not.
Oh, okay. These are hard. This is good. You did good. See, now, what am I gonna say? Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take a guess at... Your name was supposed to be Jackie is the lie.
It's not.
Oh god, that's awful.
Was bit by the emu, not me.
That's hilarious.
We had like friends in Bern that had an emu farm.
No shit. That is so funny.
So
Wow, that was good, Val. Come on now, see ya.
Getting bit by a bird got me
A big bird, not just like a
they're
regular
like
bird.
big birds.
That's
too.
funny. Are they the like ones that kind of look like ostriches?
Yeah.
Okay. I seen that one girl on TikTok where the one comes and she's like, and
That's
she's
an
like,
emu.
no. Okay, just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. Okay. Oh man, I don't know, dude. Hold on. Okay, I got two. I gotta just think of one more. Don't look at my thinking face. Okay. You ready?
Ready.
Okay, I'm scared. Okay, so I'm sorry, I had to think about it for a second. Okay, I got my first tattoo when I was 18. I choked on a lifesaver. And I got peed on by a jaguar.
The last one sounds too weird to actually be. I think the first tattoo one was the lie. Which one was it?
It was the jaguar one. It was peed on. There was peeing, it just didn't happen to me.
Yeah,
That's
peed on by a
hysterical.
jaguar?
Yeah,
That's
you remember
so
the
random.
Adirondacks zoo
Yeah.
that used to have?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we went there. I remember there was little baby pigs. There was little baby pigs, and there was a black jaguar, and they were like bugging out because Graham loved the jaguars.
Yeah.
And he was in like an open cage, like it was open. Like there was obviously a thing like
Yeah.
a few feet away, but the cage was like open, and it was kind of actually sad now that I think about it because it wasn't a lot of space. But yeah, he just lifted his leg up and started pissing, and was like, "What the fuck?" You know how shit gets.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. I knew that story didn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
And so I was like, that might not be the lie. And then for some reason, I thought you were younger when you got your first tattoo.
Yeah. Oh well, I
I
was
thought you were
gonna.
17.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do the tattoo one as a lie, but then I just went off your emu thing. That was like the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, okay, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, it definitely helped. You definitely helped me figure out what to say.
Yeah. So you gotta like.
Because I definitely was thinking way too hard.
Right. You
I was
gotta
thinking
like
way
think
too
very
hard.
surface level.
Very like simple.
Yeah. Alright, so.
I'm definitely not gonna be able to find another one though.
2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Alright. I once wrote a poem that was published in a church bulletin.
Oh, that's cute.
I was horseback riding and the horse fell through a pallet fence.
That's messed up.
And I broke my ankle rollerblading.
Broke your ankle rollerblading is a lie.
Yeah. I broke it in gym class.
Honestly, I didn't think you broke anything. That's why I went with it, but that's hilarious. How did you break it in gym class?
Because they were making us run on the back field because they were doing something on our soccer field, and the grass was overgrown and there was like a divot in the lawn, so like my toe went into the divot and like I rolled my ankle.
Man, that's awful.
Well,
I've never broken anything.
I finished out the day at school and then my foot was so swollen I couldn't take my sneaker off, and the nurse was like, "You need to call your mother."
I would have went home immediately. What grade were you in?
Like 7th grade.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes kind of sense. Yeah, that truths and a lie thing is a little hard. I definitely would have to like think about it more. And don't forget to copy the link so that we can send it to Shady.
Alright.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for not changing my sister's in-laws' car oil?
Okay.
I, 35, male,
Yeah.
like to work on cars and like to do all my own maintenance. Well, obviously, with that comes family that wants you to work on their car. Recently, my sister-in-law, 23, female, asked me to do her oil change, and I had never done one on this car, so I said I would look it up and get back to her. I've done a bit of work in the past on her older cars, never charge, I just like working on cars. Well, I look up how to do an oil change on this car, look up the recommended oil, and everything needed for the oil change, and send it over to her, and tell her that she can come over Saturday and I'll do it. Well, she just leaves me on red and doesn't reply. 2 weeks later, or so, don't really remember, it was a good bit of time. She texts me asking if I'm available to do her oil change. Well, what do? Leave her on red. Haha.
Why is that me?
I was gonna text her when I got time to do it. Well, fast forward to today, and my wife, 35, asked me if I'll do her sister's oil. I said no, because I did that research, told her when I could do it, and she just ignored me. So I ignored her until I was ready. She said she bought all of the stuff and made an appointment with someone, and when she got there, they said they couldn't do it. So I spent that time looking into it for her to get someone else to do it, and now I'm the fallback. So I said, definitely not now. Then she called me petty for ignoring her because she ignored me and said, she's only 23. She's still a kid.
Oh.
Mind you, she has a boyfriend, a child, and a business. End quotes. Am I petty, an asshole, for ignoring her and not doing her oil?
Not gonna lie. I'm definitely petty like that, so...
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think
if she just texted him and was like, sorry, I'm not available, like, can we schedule another time to do it?
Right.
Then he wouldn't have felt like... First of all, it's disrespectful because you asked him to do the oil change. He's doing you a favor,
and then you leave him on red and don't ever get back to him with like...
Until you're ready.
That day doesn't work for me. Like, does this day work for you? Or something.
And if you have a business, you should already know how to do that.
And a child.
True, yeah.
And I could see, like, for instance, like... If you were going to have like, Kevin change your oil and then, like, blew him off the day he was going to do it... I could see him being like, no, Fallon, tell your sister someone else is going to have to do her oil change. So, like, I mean, that would be the realistic scenario. Oh my god.
What?
People commenting back were like, if you get this pressed over things like this, or that are this minor, you should probably do some self-reflection on your anger, to be honest. Well, then I've got anger issues because...
It doesn't seem like he's angry. He's just not fed up with.
He's
not dealing with shit.
Like I did what she did to me, and he even said like, "Haha." It wasn't like he was like mad at her,
right?
And the fact that he was still gonna do it until the sister was like, "She made an appointment somewhere else."
Right.
Yeah,
that's crazy. People are crazy. I mean, I don't know.
People are like actually mad at him. That makes no sense.
Not even your family, and you're that upset. crazy. People are weird. You gonna eat it? Sorry, I'm not petty. If I've got anger issues because I don't like to be ignored, then I get anger issues.
Right.
If you can respond to me when you need something.
Right. You could have responded to me and said, "Hey, that day can't work. Like, can we schedule another time?" It's not that hard. That's like the respectful thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Stay tuned for episode 5.
And if you liked this video and enjoy all of our other content, you can follow us on our social medias. All the platforms we got. Everything will be linked somewhere in our bio, below, wherever it is, it's gonna be.
Like and subscribe.